I need wine for this because this is exhausting. Hey guys, wagwan, what's good? Welcome back to my channel. If you're watching for the very first time, hello, my name is Staecha and I go by Namaste on Instagram. I hope that you hit the subscribe button below and follow me over there on the gram. I'll leave my Instagram name on the screen somewhere here. If you are a returning subscriber, as always, thank you so much for watching my videos, for supporting me, and for sharing my videos on your social media. Now, as you can see by the title of this video, we have some things to talk about because I'm stressed out. Okay, I'm stressed out. We're going to talk about it. You've seen the title. We're talking about adulting. Who invented adulting? I just want to know who is the person responsible for this atrocity. Who? Because adulting is that product that you buy. It's taking up space and you really want to return it, but you don't have the receipt. And you just want to turn up to the store and say, listen, I don't want this anymore. Where's the manager? Who invented adulting? Because I want to know. Me and my homegirls are upset right now. Listen, I don't know what it is about adulting, but I don't know, man. Sometimes I wish I could go back to a simpler life. A life where I was on a breast, sucking on some milk, okay? I don't have to worry about food, light, water, gas, any of these shenanigans that I have to worry about now as a 26-year-old woman. Like, adulting is hard. Adulting is hard. Oh my God. Is it me, or I just feel like adulting, like, who really prepared us for adulting? Think about it. Think about it. While you're doing that, and put on some glass. Think about it and tell me. Were we adequately prepared for adulting? Because I don't think we were. Mm-mm. You know what? I remember a time when I was in high school. Primary school too, probably. I was like, I can't wait to become an adult, to be out here doing my own thing, I'm going to be flossing and I'm going to be doing this and I'm going to be doing that. I wish someone would just, have the courage to inform me that adulting is not what it cracks up to be, because this getting up early business, going to work, sometimes working 2 jobs, coming back home in the middle of the night, this paying bills, this buying food, this taking care of your own self, this being responsible for your own self, your health, your everything. This is not cute.
Oh, hell no!
This is not cute. I don't think we were adequately prepared for adulting. Let's just put that out there. And if you were, congratulations to you. But I'm sure the majority of the persons watching this video, they can agree with me. We weren't prepared for this, right? You spend all these years in schools. No one teach you how to budget. No one teach you how to do any of these things. We did math, right? Quadratic equations aren't helping me right now. They aren't. So someone please tell me, because I'm at a loss, Here's the thing. Like I said, I don't think we were adequately prepared for what adult entails, nor do I feel like parents help us when it comes on to making that transition. I feel like it's one of those things where, when a bird is learning to fly, they just kick them out the nest, and if you fall to the ground, boof, you fall, and if you fly, you fly. It's definitely one of those things. It felt like parents, I feel like, don't give us the necessary tools that we need in order to thrive as adults. Nor do I believe that school does that for you. Neither elementary, high school, or college. No, I don't think that they do it. I feel like it's a distraction until you actually become adults. Nothing in any syllabus, in any curriculum at any of the levels that I just mentioned prepared us for what we would have to deal with when it comes down to adulthood. You kind of have a gist of what you will be expected to do, but let me tell you, when you're actually in the storm, it's a totally different thing. Let me tell you something. I think it's grossly unfair for people to work a 40-hour week, and then you're only given 48 hours to recoup. And it's not even 48 hours to recoup. Let us be very, 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 very real. So, say for example, right? You're working a regular 9 to 5 job. So for me, I'm at work at the latest 9:50, and I work until 3:30, right? You do all of that, you have to come home, cook dinner, prepare for the next day, and you work from Monday to Friday. Then you're given Saturdays off, and for some people, Saturday, if you're an Adventist or for whatever religion you subscribe to, that recognizes Saturday as a Sabbath, you don't do any work, you go to church. So Sunday is only the real day that you have, the only day that you have to adequately cook, clean, wash, and do everything. So there really isn't a break per se. Do you get what I'm saying? If you don't go to church, okay, you have Saturday. And for me, on Saturdays, I usually do like laundry and stuff like that. Or if I have any social events, I usually have that on a Saturday, so that on Sunday I can recoup. Sundays are usually about, getting ready for work the next day. For me, let me know what you do on a Sunday and a Saturday. What do you guys do on your weekends? But for me, that's what I have to do. So I don't feel like I'm adequately rested for a 5-day work week again. And it's this perpetual cycle of going to work feeling tired, and you have to show up, because if you don't show up, you don't pay your bills. You can't pay your bills, and your bills have to be paid. So why did I want to become an adult again? I'm confused. Why did I want to become an adult? Like, I don't know if this is just me or if this is for everyone. When I was growing up, and my parents used to say, "Oh, guys, close the refrigerator, running up the light bill, don't eat all the food is expensive," and you're like, y'all are just over exaggerating, y'all are just doing the most, and you'd be like, whatever, and you roll your eyes at all of these things. I live alone, and I have to be to myself like, girl, you're not going into the fridge 2 and 3 and 4 times, okay? Think about what you want and take everything you need at one go, and then make sure that when you're going to put back the things that needs to go back, that everything that needs to go back goes in at the same time. This opening and closing of the fridge door, no. And then you have to be telling yourself, listen, girl, you can't be eating like this, because, that food bill is going to be expensive. So you find yourself, for me at least, I find myself like self-regulating, doing all the things my parents told me not to do when I was growing up. I had to call my mom and I'm like, yo, this adulting thing is not cute, because I now recognize what you were saying, all those years when you were saying don't eat off this food too fast because it's expensive, and you go to the supermarket now and you're like, yep, I see why. And comment below if you're one of those adults who, I know this is for me, if you see two of the same things and you're like, well, this is 70 cents cheaper, so I'm gonna take this one. Are you like that? Am I the only one like that? Am I? I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure that there's somebody in the comment section who's going to come through and say, no, I am like that too. But as it relates to adulting, like, listen, for my young subscribers, if I have people who aren't working and you are dependent on your parent or your guardian still, I want to encourage you to do a few things. The first is appreciate the fact that no bills come in your name. None of the bills, the light, the water, the internet, the gas, anything that you're using right now, none of that comes in your name. You do not hold the responsibility of paying those bills. Be grateful. Be very, 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 very grateful, because they say this independent thing cute, but then when the independence requires you to pay for everything. Sometimes you want to squeal, sometimes you want to ask for Jesus to deliver you. Be very grateful. That's all I'm going to say. The next thing is, parents, if you're watching this, please try as best as possible to educate your child or your children about what adulting entails. Please tell them about it. And if you're a young subscriber, please do not be fooled by the facade that people like myself included, put up on Instagram or wherever. Adulting can be fun when it comes down to holding the responsibilities or making decisions on your own. But then there are times when you just want someone to make the decision for you. Listen, it's not fun. So I would suggest, for those who aren't adults as yet, I don't know what my audience looks like. Definitely, when it comes down to the financial part, try to be as financially literate as possible. And I think that's one of the biggest things. We weren't taught to be financially literate. And literally, especially in your 20s, it's literally a trial and error kind of thing. So I say that to say to those who are in their 20s, i.e. me, sometimes I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself. Be easy on yourselves, because no one prepared you for this. We weren't all given the same skill sets that we need in order to navigate this whole thing called adulthood. So be easy on yourself and just try and learn from your mistakes and learn quickly from your mistakes so that you can move forward, especially when it comes down to financial literacy, especially amongst, people of color. I feel like we aren't teaching our kids how to be financially literate, and that's partly because we aren't ourselves financially literate. So this adulting thing, for me, the most part is the financial part and the lack of rest. I want to sleep. I worked so hard this week, and then I got up today and I filmed 2 videos for you guys, and I went out on the street and I got some pictures for my Instagram. So it's almost for me like the hustle never stops, because I have to invest time and energy into my YouTube channel, because that's something I'm passionate about, and to also invest time and energy into my Instagram, because I want to grow my Instagram as well as my YouTube. So I have to be putting in the time and effort. No, do I want to be lying in bed just sleeping, watching TV, drinking wine? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I want to do that? But at the end of the day, I have to learn to set aside my now and invest in my future, my tomorrow. So I don't know, guys, like this adulting thing is, I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying, and I think I'm doing a decent job, don't get me wrong. Irrespective of that, I cannot deny the part of me and the days that I'm like, I just want to pack this shit up and go, because adulting it's hard. It's not fun, and it's even more frustrating when you're working a job that doesn't pay very well, and so you're kind of in a space where you have to make certain decisions that you don't necessarily want to make because of your reality. You have to make those decisions. I know some people have to choose between having fun or saving, and I've been there before. You're like, okay, I want to take a trip to Bali, but then you look at your paycheck, you have to pay taxes, you have to pay your light, water, gas, internet, your food, transportation to work, and all that extra shit. And you're like, well, I want to go to Bali, but I also want to have lights. I also want to have water. I also want to have internet. I also want to have gas. I want to have food to eat. So what do I want more? And you have to choose, like water, gas, food, and all of those responsibilities that come with that. So until I'm at a place where I can save, pay my bills, and have extra funds to travel and do all the things that I want to do, I have to make those hard decisions, and that's part of adulting. You can, when you're at university, you can decide, today I don't feel like it, I'm not gonna go, and you just don't go. You can do that with work, but there is this feeling of a greater sense of responsibility that you now have, that you've now been entrusted with, that you didn't have before. So it's almost as if, what do I do with all of these expectations? Immediately, once you start working, parents expect that you're going to contribute to their bills, whether or not they want to say it out loud. They expect you to contribute. But is this pressure from all angles, and this control and power that you have over your own life that you've never had before? So it's almost as if, how do I even navigate this thing? I don't even know what to call it. This thing that I've never experienced before. No one really taught you how to do it. So it's almost as if someone put you on a bicycle and just shove you and say, go ride. No training wheels, no nothing. And you have to deal with the bruises that comes with falling multiple times, because this is something that you're trying to be good at. And yeah, so I don't know, comment below and tell me, how have you guys been coping with adulting? And if you have any recommendations or suggestions to persons who may be in university, persons who are high school students who are going to eventually transition into adulthood, what are some of your recommendations? Like I said, for me, one of my recommendation is learning in advance how to budget, right? How much should go to savings, how much should go to expenses, etc., etc. And there are a lot of budgeting principles on the internet, so you can have access to that. Also, one of the things I would say is, like I've said before, be patient and be easy with yourself. And in all of the books that I've read, one of the rules is that you don't fail quickly and learn fast. If you're going to fail in your 20s, so that by the time you're in your 30s, you would have garnered enough lessons from your 20s so that you can make better just life decisions in the future. And one of the other things that no one really talks about is things like renting. Listen, the apartment I'm in now, this is the first time I actually looked for an apartment to live in by myself. And let me tell you, the stress of doing everything, especially in a country where the first language, the official language, is not the language that you speak, it is tedious. I have to sort out the utility issues. In Japan, when you move, you have to change your address on your residence card. Well, I am a resident here, so I have to change it on my residence card. Also, I have to get a new health insurance card, and I also don't want to pay pension, so I have to get pension exemption. All of these things, buying furniture, organizing, moving, all of that. It's so tiring. I am tired just even talking about it. So why does no one teach you about all of that? And if you're in America where credit score is a thing, why aren't parents teaching children about these things, about taxes, about paying taxes, how much is owed when you earn a certain amount of money, how to file taxes? We need help, because your girl is struggling, to be honest. Struggling. I think I've rambled on enough about adulting. Like I've said, comment below some recommendations, and comment below and tell me how you guys have been coping. Alcohol has definitely been a very good friend of mine during this adulting period. And to be honest, very good friends also come in handy when you're an adult. And when you become an adult, you realize you don't need a ton of friends. In high school, let me put this wine down. In high school, I used to feel like, oh my God, I don't have enough friends. I need a shitload of friends. Excuse my language. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, I don't really need a lot of friends. I just need maybe 2 or 3 solid people. And that's one of the beauty with aging, you unlearn some things and you relearn that you don't need a lot of friends. When you're an adult, you realize that there are certain things that used to be punishment for you that's no longer punishment in adult life. Like going to bed early used to be a punishment to me. No, I'm like, okay, I need to go to bed early because I want my sleep. These days, going out isn't always attractive. You would much rather to be home and just to chill, to vibe, to cook some food and just to relax. This going out bit, it's for the young people, and you just want to relax because young people have someone paying their bills and you don't. You have to pay your own bills. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my little video that's low-key a rant about adulting. If you made it to this far in the video, as always, thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me over there on Instagram and turn on your post notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please leave your comments in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. I love you guys so much for watching. Bye.